I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it...
Nerd Poker. Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Gerry!
Hey everybody, it's Brian Posehn and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Hi friends.
Hi, Brian Posehn.
Once again, we're down two. Blaine and Ken will not be joining us this episode. Instead, we have our good friend, old friend. I mean, he's known everybody in this room for a long time. We used to hang out at...
Threatened to ruin our D&D game for many years.
Yeah.
And now here he is.
We know him from LAN parties at
Not ruining
Xbox.
and
that's how you and
D&D
Sarah
game.
met, right? Dave Anthony.
I think we met before that. We met at Largo.
You met at
Comedy.
Largo, but Halo, I think, was the Halo night was the big... That's how I met.
I don't think we've...
Specifically, the Hollywood Halo social club.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think we've talked about
our D&D
Halo.
game owes that. Owes
That's
itself
definitely
to that,
how we met.
Yeah, that's how I
Sark
met
and I.
all of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Pat.
Yeah, we went
you
to
were-
the 101 Diner one night after playing. I mean, we must have been eating at 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Because most of those games went that long.
This was an ongoing...
If not more.
We
used
used
to
to see
go
the
out.
sun
Sometimes
come up.
the sun would
weekend
come up,
Halo
yeah. Every Friday
extravaganza.
night, yeah, for a year. And you were an invite that everyone just sort of like rolled their eyes at.
He
going,
pointed
"Oh,
at-
Yeah, I got hazed because...
Why? Got Sark. when he
Because
said you.
because my connection to you was my ex-girlfriend. If you guys remember, you knew her, Diva. And
Right.
She was just like, hey, would you mind if I brought my boyfriend?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
If he can
Right.
keep up.
and
Oh,
you guys...
what?
We forgot about that.
Wait,
That's
I
how we
forgot
met.
you did. Oh my god, I completely forgot that.
So then you guys were like, is he cool? And you did the, like, it was, and then...
That's
yeah.
That didn't last long.
No, fuck no.
No,
we
because
were...
you would
no.
come in and mostly murder
And you were
everyone.
better
Except
than
me.
I was the worst player. I was always the worst player.
We bonded.
No, Chip-
we bonded
no,
on
Chip-
the
Chip
on the
Nugget.
fields of Blood Gulch immediately.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
became.
It was a band of brothers.
Did we explain it was
Every-
LAN parties? If you don't know what LAN parties are, it's us with 4 people per box, Xbox.
Pre-Xbox Live.
With,
4 TVs.
Yeah, 4
Pre-Xbox
TVs.
Live.
Separate
and
rooms.
So there was
Separate
16
rooms. One
16
offense.
people.
One
yeah.
offense.
One defense,
TV,
two
one-
TVs.
Well, sometimes we'd have 2 in a room, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was always
Two
two.
TVs.
Yeah, two
Two in a
TVs, one offense, one defense.
We
Yeah.
really
much.
only played Capture the Flag and Slayer.
Yeah.
That was the
Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
And,
would.
but some of the capture the flag games
And
would
rockets.
go hours.
Always rockets.
Would go
Hours.
hours.
No,
Hours.
we'd go hours for one capture
Hours
flag game.
Yeah,
in one
that's true.
capture the flag for 3 flags. It would be an.
Well,
That
because
was
you got to know
insanely
everybody
fun.
else and
Yeah.
their like.
well,
quirks
we would go
and-
for hours because Chimp Nugget would be killing people
I
uselessly
was gonna say.
midfield, and then
the
here we go,
worst.
and
No,
he would get a
Mucho.
Just
rise.
camp out by the teleporter and shoot you in the back of the head. Like, how is that fun?
He'd get a rise out of Dave, just like even mentioning
like right
it
now,
did,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
Dave
I
would be
see the
killing
flashback
people.
to
No, you're
Vietnam.
forgetting the worst. It was not even Chimp Nugget. It was Mucho who would
In
shoot
the-
you in your own
Yeah.
like while you were just standing there. He thought it was hysterical to just beat you down right there.
All of these, if you ever did like the Animal House end to that whole era, to see where everyone was going. Like, Mucho is like the editor of Yahoo Entertainment.
I actually met because it was like
Oh, that's
20 guys.
And,
I don't know. I met so many people that I
Pageant.
know in LA.
Chimp
now
Nugget
still.
works a lot in the animation industry.
Paul, what was Paul's name?
Paul was Evelyn.
Evelyn. Paul Thomas.
Evelyn.
Oh yeah. People may not know that about
he would
Paul
Jay
Thomas.
Johnson was Captain Oopsie.
Yep.
Yep.
I was a cute baby.
Mr.
Yeah,
Deeds.
you were a cute baby. You always had funny ones. You were a
You were a
gentleman.
A gentleman.
I was a gentleman.
Because
so you would
like,
be
the
killed
key
by a
is to-
gentleman.
Yeah, you've been killed by a gentleman, or you just killed a gentleman. So I would do really fucked up ones, like
you would.
AIDSy hobo,
Yep.
AIDSzilla, AIDS.
You were also Ruth Gordon.
Yeah,
You
that's
did.
right.
You were Rapenstein for a
yeah,
while.
Rapenstein.
And then this is how this all went to our
Yeah.
heads though, because it was my a cute baby, Captain Oopsie, Evelyn. And was it you? Who is the fourth person that we went?
Well,
we were like, we're gonna go
Oh, that's
do
right.
a Halo
Oh, yeah.
We went
You went
to
to
a
an
tournament.
arcade, right?
Yeah,
Who
we went
was
to
that?
a tournament.
Who was the fourth guy?
Was it you?
It
No,
wasn't
I
me.
didn't- I wasn't
it
me.
wasn't me.
It was
wasn't
me,
you?
Jay.
No, it wasn't me.
Paul
Was it-
I
F.
can't believe you weren't in it. You were one of our
Was
best
it-
players.
No.
Mr. Deeds?
This
Yes,
was before
yeah.
my time.
And Eric Hoffman.
Eric.
And we rode up and we were feeling good and our opponents rode up on their bicycles.
If I had
and
known
walked
you,
their bicycles to our
if I
parking
had known you at
meters.
this time, I would have warned you off of this.
You were
but-
schooled by a guy named the Executioner, right?
No, this is different time.
Remember
No,
the
the
Mex-
That was our
Executioner was
second
a
venture
different-
out into
yes.
the world.
But that ended in shame. We walked out of there 5 minutes later, having been trounced by kids.
Yeah.
And we just sort of that was, I feel like, the end of the era. Like nobody could
Shouldn't
look
you
at
have
each
known
other.
that?
anymore.
Like the,
No,
online.
of course
we- but-
Because
No, no.
online we get destroyed.
that's
No, but
fine,
we
because
weren't
it's
online.
We weren't
Oh,
online.
that's
That's
right.
what
It was
pre-
pre
that's
that.
what
Yeah.
that's
Pre
what messed
Xbox
us
Live,
up.
Yeah,
huh?
The
it was pre-live.
Mexecutioner was when we went online.
Yeah.
And we were playing against a guy, and I started laughing at his name, and then we started talking to him. And then we
That's
kept
right.
playing with him, and then he was like, "Hey, where do you guys live?" I'm like, "We live in L.A." He's like, "I live in the Valley. Why don't you come over and we'll do a LAN party?" So we went over there, and it was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
so wait,
crazy.
hold on. I was around for that. You guys gave, we passed around the time and the place. I'm the first to show up because I'm always the first to show up for Halo. And Mexecutioner and his
First
whole
through the door.
his whole Latino band of murderers are sitting on a elbow shaped couch with a spot clearly for whoever walked in the door
Yeah.
first in the middle of them, and they're all watching a hardcore porn boat fucking scene.
While playing Halo.
No. This is before. This is before it
This is their
started.
warm up.
So they pat the couch, and I have to sit in this room of it looks like training day, watching a dude fuck these two chicks on a boat.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And they were trying to get in my head, and it fucking worked, man. I was totally freaked out.
But I will never forget going in there and playing Halo while they kept the hardcore porn on between the screens.
I was gonna ask why I wasn't invited to this, but I guess maybe.
And then we ate carne asada in the
We went out
backyard.
backyard and
I
drank
can't believe-
Coronas.
I can't believe you just went to some random's house. Like,
know.
what is
Oh,
wrong
it
with all
was
of
so
you?
great.
So stupid.
So
you crammed a
dangerous.
bunch of stereotypes into that story too.
my God.
you know what?
Was there a quinceanera going on in the background?
He was awesome. The
You know-
Executioner. That's how we got our modded boxes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he was cool.
right.
Oh,
Yeah, we all
yeah,
got
he
modded
modded.
boxes.
He modded boxes.
He modded our
Yeah, he
fucking
modded our
boxes.
boxes.
I forgot about
He was
that.
like a Mexican Gandalf.
The dude on the
Life's
boat
better.
in that porn was modding a couple boxes too.
Yeah, all right.
We did it.
Ah, Chihuahua.
I wonder what Blaine would have said. Oh, I wish he was here.
Blaine
Brought
had,
to you by
Blaine would have had
condoms.
19 jokes.
Yeah, I know. It would have been a machine gun that someone dropped on the floor and shot up the room.
Oh shit.
So
All true stories.
Yeah.
So
Hollywood
that's how we
Halo
all
Social
met.
Club.
Yeah, and that's in the game. I think we've told this story. It was us at a diner, the three of us, and Gerry and I had just been talking about getting D&D going. We both missed it and hadn't played in years. And we mentioned it to you, and like this fucking light went off in your eyes. You're like, "Holy shit! I'm
Yeah.
a DM. I've been wanting to, game forever."
Totally.
And
Yeah.
you've been our DM ever since.
Ever
Well, I
since.
mean,
That
let's
was
get the
years,
story.
years
Wait,
ago.
No, you came back and you told us that you found that game that you had when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah,
That was
this is
not
crazy.
far away.
We've told that story
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, but that's what started the whole.
Yeah. To
D&D
put this in
conversation.
perspective, Xbox Live has been out for 11 years.
11 years. I know.
So
This was
we were all doing
13.
this
is
before.
pre that. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a lot of games.
Well, let's get into it and talk about what
All the
happened
feels,
last week.
all the feels going on.
By the way, we should tell everyone all that happened at Paget Brewster's house, one of the most gorgeous women in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a real night, by the way, too.
She just gave her house to us to do that.
For and you know what though, and Paget has always, we were saying, hey, do you want to throw us out? Is this crazy? She's like, no, if you're here, you're not getting into trouble and gambling and
Right.
smoking and drunk driving, and that's how cool she was.
Yeah.
But I
She
do
was
That's how
remember.
uncool all of us were.
I know,
that
but
every
that's the
Friday
thing
night we
is-
sat there not drinking and just basically playing Halo for
There
2
was
hours.
Some
one-
people drinking.
Occasionally.
There was one night though when I looked over my shoulder. Finally, I looked away from the TV out onto Paget's deck where there's a hot tub, and Sean had come by with
Oh, yeah.
some of the Suicide
Oh,
Girls.
yeah.
And I
That's
didn't
the
know
other
how
crazy
long
part of
that
the
they were
story.
out there.
Also,
But
never-
all of a sudden, I was like,
A
"Wait,
bunch
there's
of
6
naked-
nude girls out there.
what
Their
dorks we were.
fingers look like wrinkled.
We're
Like they
not
were
even-
in the hot tub for so long, and I didn't notice them.
I remember
Suicide girls, like smoking hot,
Suicide Girls
smoking hot girls with tattoos
outside the
and-
window. Like I could have joined them.
I remember shouting at a porn star to get out of the way because I couldn't see the TV.
Well, yeah, that's what we should say about Paget. Paget's photographer too. Besides
Yeah.
being an amazing actress and super cool, she was also a photographer and
Yeah, she
loved
was
doing
photographer and friends
fetish
with Sean
fetish
and-
photography and stuff. So, and she's really good at it.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
So she had our friend Sean, who also
Like
played with
pin-up.
us.
Pin-up.
Sean was one of our Sean
So
Suicide.
she wasn't doing like fetish.
Well, no, it's pinup.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
meant
okay.
for-
Well,
Yeah, it's not
still,
fetish, though.
Pinup is a fetish.
Everything's a
That
fetish.
Betty Page shit.
yeah, it's like the.
Speaking
the,
of fetishes, we were playing Halo for every. No, I don't know.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she
Your
was great.
fingers were wrinkled.
This-
pretty.
and also
Yeah,
this,
I know.
uh,
Controller,
Sweaty
too.
controller.
Before we start rolling officially, this is not even a sliver. This isn't even the cream off the top of the stories that came out of the
no.
Halo
Yeah.
Social Club.
Oh,
There's
that was
just-
so fun.
Yeah, so many.
We'll get to the one about the gun and Jay Johnston.
Oh yeah, driving a real
Oh my
driving
God.
a real warthog.
Having a real warthog. And a handgun.
Yeah.
That was fun. We all lived,
Yep.
I think.
All right, so D&D is our
D&D,
memory
yes.
lane. All right,
Yeah.
let's make some new memories, you guys.
Oh my god.
I rolled to attack our dungeon master.
It's a
19.
hit. I'm dead. Okay, so yeah, what happened last week? Our adventurers are trapped on a ship, which is going to bury itself in a nearby star. In at this point, you're down to about a little over an hour. The old necromancer who you've been in pursuit of has evacuated the ship. You have found the bridge, as well as it looks like his bed chambers and possibly a sort of a VIP docking port connected by a series of like little teleport pads up here, which is all really good news for you guys. The bad news is that the guy who could make the most sense out of the controls on the bridge
Abandoned us.
is running down to the base of the ship to fetch your guys' little skiff.
I said it shorter. He abandoned the group.
And and the rest of the bad news is that exploring the looting the bedroom has resulted in the one of the major features of the room, which is a gigantic clockwork guard. It's activated him. So as you guys are when last we left off, Bart, played by Dave Anthony this week, was shoveling books and star charts into a chest.
Yep.
And you guys were getting ready to square off against.
Let's make sure we have the star chart, especially.
Yeah.
I'm rolling to attack on that.
All right.
I
so
rolled, right? That was.
yeah,
I have a
Mildred's.
question. When Blaine left, he took Stargoyle, obviously.
Yeah.
He's still not back.
And none of us can communicate with Stargoyle telepathically.
No.
Or none of you.
And he's been gone for about 25 minutes.
A troubling amount of time.
Does that seem like it's too long?
No,
Okay.
it's a long ways back. So, and you don't know what the damage to the ship was yet. So he might
You mean
he might get
you
to the
mean-
bottom and it's not even flyable.
You mean when Mildred ejected something?
No, we could. That's why we didn't want him to go. Is because I
No,
was
I
like,
know.
is the ship even attached? And then we did
Yeah.
see it, and it took some damage.
yeah.
So.
After
But he
he'd
doesn't
left,
even know that it took damage.
Yeah, after
Right.
he'd left, you guys saw it on the
we're
lenses.
all in
and
agreement
stuff.
that it didn't make sense for him to.
But the damage didn't look too bad. It could still be
Roll to
pilotable.
attack.
All right, so right now let's do we'll do combat. We're jumping right into combat here. Now, if shit really goes south, you guys have sort of a backup plan, right?
Yeah, we're falling
It's
back to
teleport out?
teleporter.
Yeah, teleport out.
Okay.
Did you detect evil from this thing? You said
Very
you did,
much
right?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I think so Bart is on book and scroll duty. We'll start with Mildred. We'll just go around the table this way then.
All right.
And the bot's turn will be after Brian. All right, so we'll start with Mildred.
I missed with a 4.
4, okay. Mildred swoops in with her sword. Misses. This is the hand.
The gauntlet.
Okay, so the gauntlet hits it, but it doesn't look like it really registers any damage. So, yeah, maybe.
You're up.
I cast protection from evil.
All right. So, what page is that on? I'm going to refresh my
201.
201.
Protecting himself from himself.
Well, I have.
All right. Protection from evil creates magical barrier around the recipient at a distance of 1 foot. You can cast it on yourself or somebody else if you wanted. Attacks against the protected creature.
Well, I mean, how does that work when I actually am? Well, I'm not evil, but
No, but it's a reversible spell, so
Yeah.
you could protect yourself from this thing.
right. That's what. Yeah, I'm using it to protect myself, but I was also.
So that'll be a -2 to
There's no
attacks.
But question before I do that now. Can I throw command on this thing if I'm already doing another spell? No, I can't. I can't do 2 spells at once.
No. So now remember, this stuff's not instant either. So like
Yeah, no, it takes 4 rounds.
4
right?
rounds, yeah. So it's
I'm new
you
to
have
all
to
this stuff, so I'm.
you have to plan that out.
Yeah, this is your first magic user, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Command is a 1-round cast, so that enables the priest to command another creature with a single word. So I always like that spell because then the caster has to actually role play the word, and it's always interesting to see what they say.
That's why there's another one that's is it not Phantasmal Force. There's one that where you
Yeah, I
basically
feel
make
like
up whatever.
I feel like command might be the better choice in this. I mean, I was trying to protect myself, but I'm going to throw command on this thing and tell
Okay.
it to halt
So now
or to
the
freeze.
um,
Freeze, yeah.
the subject will obey to the best of his or its ability as long as the command is absolutely clear and unequivocal and it understands the language it's in, which is a little bit of a gamble, but it's not worth not casting it for.
And it's one word, right? So
1 word, yeah, and it says you can't say suicide.
no.
Yeah. So
I would just want him to halt in one place so maybe these guys can smash him. So I'll try freeze.
okay, so you cast command and it gets to save versus spell. So I'm going to roll this.
And it's only 1 round as opposed to the other thing would have been 4 rounds, right?
Yeah, it's good.
And let me see. Hold on, let me check it.
And any listeners, I know you're fucking like, dude, it's like a first level spell. It's not that tough, but I've never played this shit, so I'm kind of. This is going to be a fun experiment for me. Sorry, your ears.
Okay, so you what's your word? Halt?
Freeze.
Freeze?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not moving a whole lot, but you hear. You guys hear the word. You guys hear in a almost like a amplified voice, sort of like when the witches in Dune use their command words. You hear this voice echo out through the room. And it's hard to tell at first if it has any effect because the thing is not moving that much anyway. Mm-hmm. But a moment after the command, one of its arms like tears loose, and you see that it doesn't tear loose. I mean, it lurches into motion. So you see that it didn't take. Yeah.
All right.
Which means, just so you know, the spell doesn't fail. It just has a chance to save against it. So it clearly resisted the spell.
Okay.
For the robot's turn, all it does is
Hey, what
sort
about
of.
Bart?
We've got Bart. That's right. Oh no, Bart's shoveling
He's
books and
securing
stuff
Oh,
into
okay.
the. So if you do that for one more turn, you'll have the desk and the bookshelf cleared.
All right. It's important. That's good.
How does
I
it
know.
work with the? Sorry to keep asking, but with this kind of thing, it's not like. It's not like D&D 4 where I can
Cast
use
it
it
again?
once. Yeah, can I? What?
No, so for the second
Is
edition,
it
and this is for people that aren't.
encounter, or is it? We don't even have those rules in this. Do
No,
we? Yeah.
for people that aren't familiar with second edition, what happens is there's a casting time, and then it's like loading bullets into a gun, sort of. So you have to re-memorize your spell. Once you memorize a spell, it's ready to go. Since this is a first level spell, it'll take 10 minutes to. You pretty much don't do that during the action rounds. You can in a pinch, but
You have to like, find a quiet place.
yeah, you usually sort of have all the spells memorized, and you can cast them as quickly as the casting time allows. But once you cast it, you have to go to your spell book, or in the case of a priest, pray to Judas, and you reload your gun, as it were. Okay, so the robot for his round, you see it. It just starts. It's not attacking yet. It just is sort of doing systems check. And one of its legs. So it does look like it's made of stone, but now that it's moving, you can see there is like really finely crafted joints and stuff. And the furthest it gets is a couple like arm gestures, and 1 foot sort of takes a tentative step forward, but it's still clearly like coming online. So that starts the next round.
Okay.
Our
So
safest bet may be to clear the room after you're done.
Where
securing it.
where are you guys standing in this room? Do you want me to throw?
I'm
a
over by
map
the
up?
door now.
Okay.
I guess
cool.
I'm hitting him with a sword, so I got to be closer.
You're okay. I'll just throw this.
Or I'm trying to. Failing.
Pardon me.
You're pardoned.
All right.
It's not drawing a picture.
All right. So this is
My
really.
guy asks, you're a priest, right? He confirms that with you.
I'm a paladin, so I have some priest-like qualities, but
Never
Do you have any spells that we could get him to stop?
unfortunately, no. I
Or
have
anything that-
protection from evil in a 10-foot radius, but he
Nothing
only
that we
loses
could
bonuses.
throw in together. Because I have a thing that if I have another priest chanting with me, it doubles my chances. No.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't think this priest would double your chances either.
Well, no, I know we have different beliefs, but I thought
But
we
that's
could.
Ebony.
We could
Can I attack?
unite.
Can I attack?
It really is.
Can I attack?
All right. Yeah, so this is a rough, just so you guys know, this is a rough sketch of the room. So he's in the corner, there's the bed, the bookshelf, the chest is now over here, but that's the corner that the chest was sitting in. Yeah, okay. Go for it, Mildred. Mildred rolls
Come
rolls her
on.
attack.
10.
10. Let me check its armor. Oh, my notepad went down the...
Let's take a break. And we're back.
Who picks a
Alright.
paladin? Why do you pick a paladin?
I wasn't originally a paladin.
That's not an answer.
It was. It's
Well,
true.
but I asked you why you were changed into
The
a paladin.
paladin picked the
Paladin picked you.
the position of a paladin picked me.
I've never wanted to punch anybody in the
I
face
know.
more.
I know.
and you do a podcast with Greg Barron.
Oh, I know. I'm just a
One of the
whirling. I'm just
One
like
of
a
the
whirling,
most punchable guys we know.
whirling dervish of fists.
Dave's right hand is all stress fractured from clenching into a fist that never gets punched.
Mildred, you take a heavy swing at this thing. You connect, but the sword bounces off of its surface. So it looks like it's pretty heavily armored.
Nice job,
Wait, so I didn't
everybody.
do any damage at
Nothing.
No.
all? All right, let's get
Useless
outta
chain.
I'm gonna try and hit it with the Light of Bahamut one more time.
All right, now wait, that's encounter though. That's the equivalent of encounter.
Ah, okay. All right, interesting.
So we have to sort of fudge that. There's not technically an encounter rule, but
Fair enough.
All right, I grab one of the sweet silky pillows and run.
all right.
Good call. I'm gonna set that pillow on fire later.
Wait, I need to. What's Sir Richard doing in
I think
in
you
lieu
know
of-
what I meant.
I'm helping secure the books and the star charts. If that will help get us out of here faster,
It will.
That way you can turn around and breathe on them on the way
Yep,
out of the room.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so now it's evac, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I see the sword, the powerful
Bounce,
blow.
Yeah. It's not too surprising.
Yeah.
But you didn't feel like your swing was totally on. We'll put it that way. You do feel like you could do damage to it, but
You could have done
it's
better.
essentially made of like rock, so
Right.
you're not surprised that it's heavily armored.
I'm disappointed.
Damien, what's
What are you
Damien
doing?
Darkerman
Putting
doing?
books in a box.
Getting the books, bro.
Yeah. Good job.
Head out of the room, but
Oh, you can head out of the room again?
no,
Is that
with
like
these
your-
guys. I thought
Is
we
that
were all.
like is that like your major talent?
I thought the retreat call had been thrown.
I mean, so far what I've seen from you is a couple of heading out of the rooms.
God,
I can't wait to see all the fan art of the leaving of the room.
no,
Looking for my clothes.
Yeah, everyone.
everybody-
It looks like everyone's.
I'm backing up with them.
No,
I'm going with the group. You
Yeah,
fucking asshole. I'm real glad I invited you, fucking jock dick.
How many times can you leave a room before you lose your leave
You're
of room
you're
power?
the Jay Moore of our friends.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna blast it with some fire.
Yeah. So the bot's next turn, it takes its second step off, and you can see the limbs just spin up. So its power up sequence is pretty much done.
Oh, my
So
shield's up, by the way. My,
Okay.
My arm
is it?
shield.
I've got to say that
Chant.
before.
So at this point, the thing, I mean, it gives a couple like 360 like go-go gadget fist spins of its arm, like.
I'm sure once I shut the door, everything will be fine.
Now it moves smoothly into like a combat posture. So next round, it
Oh, next round. Yeah.
next round it will be good to go. So
Can I use the?
You don't even have to roll
Engagement
for
die?
the fire.
Oh, I don't.
I don't think so.
I
Not
don't
for
roll for
fire,
fire?
right?
no.
Well then,
Just do it.
fucking blast.
All right. So I got to roll. It gets a chance to save against your fire.
Who gives a shit? It's dead.
It
It's
didn't.
made of stone.
I don't care if it's made of stone. I made of fire.
You're actually not.
Well, that's what I tell myself.
Okay. So now, as you guys head out this door in an orderly and chest dragging
I'm
fashion.
chanting on the way, or whenever I can start chanting.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get to that. So on the way out, Bart turns to the thing as he finishes loading the chest, and you move to help him with that. Bart turns to the thing and just spits this like stream of like it's like Iwo Jima stock footage flamethrower all over this thing.
It's the best I got.
And you can actually hear like mechanisms in the thing grind and creak, and when the flame sort of dissipates, you can see like a chunk of it has been softened and blackened. So
what I'm
there's
talking
definitely damage done
job.
there. Yeah.
Nice.
So he's got like a prone head.
Yeah, like its shoulder and arm are all fucked up.
Is this a small? It's still considered a small creature, right, for weapons purposes, or is this a large creature?
Large,
Wow,
yeah.
All right, very good.
Okay, Mildred.
Am I out the door yet?
Well, this will be your getting out the door.
Okay,
so.
are there still things like on the desk and
No, they got, everything. Yeah.
all right, maybe I just want to take one more swing then.
Okay. D20. Mildred. She's got that bloodthirst.
Well, he did a little damage. I don't know. It just feels like
17.
Yeah,
That's
there
what
you
I'm
go.
talking about.
There we go.
All right. So you move in, not satisfied, not wanting to leave this thing without leaving your mark on it.
Yeah.
So you swing at the weakened spot that Bart created, and you actually shatter like a chunk of it. Let's see how much damage you do.
So do I do the large damage then?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 3d6. 6, 5, and 2. So that's 11, 13.
13.
All right. So it looks like it's almost like a veneer. So whatever, it's not a solid. It's not like a golem. So you swing it where it looks like it's been damaged by the fire, and you can see like it's like a shell, armor plating with a stone look to it, and inside is like gears and whirring pistons and stuff. So you take a huge chunk out of its shoulder.
All right.
That was 7, 12, 13 damage.
I'll swing on it too. I mean, I'm not leaving you in a room fighting this thing alone.
You're not Brian.
Well, I'll leave. I mean, don't worry.
I'm not. I was going. You fucking dick.
But you're
I know.
manning
I would
the
have
chest.
to drop the chest.
Do you
right?
have
No,
to
no, no,
roll?
Don't worry about it. It's
All right.
fine. I just wanted to.
Do you
get
have to
one more-
roll a die to see how fast you get out of a room?
You will soon.
We're gonna meet another character that just is Brian's ghost outline. When he leaves the room, he only shows up.
Okay, so you can attack, but the chest
No.
is not out of the room
Yeah,
yet.
no.
so-
Then I'm staying on task.
Okay.
All right.
So you are and just so you know, you're on your own. You're dragging the chest. I mean, it's
Yeah.
heavy as
Yeah.
fuck,
I'm
but
fine.
you're a strong
I got an 18 strength.
Glenish Morian paladin.
Goddamn
All right, so
right.
you drag the chest out of the.
I'm dragging the chest, and I'm going to put it near where we would teleport with it.
Okay, so straight across the bridge as far as you can get. In the heat of battle.
While I'm
here.
crossing the bridge, I'll just throw my head over to the side. How close are we to the sun?
So, you're dragging the chest across the bridge. At the end of this round, you'll have it at the edge of the door to the teleport room.
Right.
Looking out the view
that's what I'm
area,
looking at.
you can't see the sun directly ahead because it's actually starting to the way the ship's positioned, it's actually starting to you're losing sight of it, which tells you that the ship is sort of just slowly tumbling down into the sun. So you can't actually see the sun; you just see the glow from up off the side. But as you're dragging the chest to the door, you see swoop up in the view window. You see your skiff with Blackie at the helm. He zooms in. It looks like he's looking. It's like it looks like he's looking but can't see you. And the altitude of the ship adjusts a couple times. And you maybe throw a wave, but it doesn't look like he sees anything. You assume that he's talking to somebody. It looks like you assume he's communicating with Stargoyle, and the ship sort of balances out, so it's levitating the outside.
Wasn't there like a hole that's where we said he could pilot it through, like where we had shot?
Yeah, so there's the patched hole in the ceiling of the sort of the shaft chamber,
Right. But can
that you could do, but it looks like he's sort of using Stargoyle to guess. Because remember, from outside you couldn't see the
Yeah, it
windows.
was totally-
And now he doesn't know about this hatch. We could try also to communicate that to him somehow.
Right.
Yeah, if he wasn't an asshole.
Okay, so then that brings us to Damien. What are you doing this round?
As I'm backing out of the room, I'm focusing on the golem-like creature, and I'm chanting dismember, dismantle. I just
Okay. So this is literally casting chant.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's 2 rounds. It looks like,
Okay.
and then
So that'll go
it says
into
for
effect.
the duration of the spell. What does that mean?
That means as long as you're chanting. Let me just make sure you can do that while you're not.
Well, I don't have to be moving. I can be at the door facing.
Right. No, I'm just making sure. Yeah, I think
I didn't leave
as long as
the
you're not
room.
doing any
Yeah.
like huge actions, you could cast that. So if you're casting the
Jackson's.
Hugh Jackman's, so you're backing out of the room, casting chant. So that'll come into play in 2 rounds once the cast completes,
Okay.
and that'll drop its abilities. It's sort of like a nerf or it helps the group out. It'll weaken it. So,
Okay.
which puts Mildred is at the bot. And then behind her is Bart. And then at the door chanting is Damien. And then you've got the chest and you're trying to get Blackie's attention outside.
Yes.
Is there any way, like, my guy wouldn't want to be sharing with the room what he's doing? He just, So how do I do that in the future? Kind of what I played earlier, where I just start chanting and I don't tell them what I'm chanting, or
Yeah, you just write it on a notepad.
and send to you. That's what I should do next time. Okay. All right.
Why you gotta be so secretive?
Can I?
Well, he doesn't know you, so
As I move across in a technically Blackie would be a new encounter. Like if I wanted to try and get his attention through that surface, could I conjure up a blast just to be seen? I'm trying to think of some way to signal him, I guess.
Yeah, but do you want to shoot the window?
No.
Okay.
I would shoot something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is this the glass that is actually stone? Looks like stone from the outside.
Yeah.
So he can't
He can't see
It's
it.
like okay.
It looks like he zeroed it in with Stargoyle's help, but he can't to
Right.
the outside. It just looks like a tower to him. So his little guy.
And he doesn't know about the thing.
Right.
The
You don't
airlock.
technically even know where that airlock is.
No, I know.
because
Yeah.
This may not work.
it's a teleport away.
But
Okay.
we can hope that Stargoyle might be able to home in on us if we all warp out.
So,
But we may have to fight this thing and let bye
Well,
time
it's
to Blackie.
its turn now, so it turns to the closest opponent, which is you, Mildred, and it rolls an 11. What's your armor class?
5.
5.
Ooh.
So, one of the nearest arms spins up and just takes like a huge haymaker, but you deftly duck underneath it.
I laugh.
Yeah, it doesn't react at all because
It's a robot.
yeah. You don't like robots, Dave.
Do not like robots.
Not
at
in
all.
real life, no.
Nope, not in real life, not in D&D, not in anything. They're all fucked.
Okay, that's the end of Robot's turn. So now we'll go back around the table. So Bart can
turn.
continue either retreating.
No, I'm gonna hit him with fire.
All right, and that's
I
at
think,
will.
I think we're gonna
right?
have to kill this thing.
I forget. I think it was encounter.
I think
Well,
it
I
might have
mean-
to be encounter because
Yeah, if my hand is only one.
Yeah. So the fire's got to recharge. So you can either
he just rolled his eyes so hard.
it's okay. You're still a fighter. So
Yeah.
you can just
Yeah, it's
hit him
not
with
as
it.
fun as it.
What
He's
weapons?
right.
What weapons does he have? I forget.
He's got the sword.
The sword.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hit him with a sword.
All right.
20-sided die.
Give him a D20.
Here, one of these.
You want to roll high. This is a 1 to 20 on here. You want to roll high.
Don't roll a 1.
It's my first time, guys.
Was it
13.
13?
And he's got
Against-
bonuses, so he'd probably be a +2
against
with
his
the
armor
strength.
class. Yeah. Okay. So that just barely hits, but it
that's-
still hits. So now,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
hand him. This is the
All
dice.
3 of those.
Just barely hitting and hitting is the same thing. So yeah, this is the damage you deal.
Nice.
Good job.
Wow, yeah,
15.
Real
Yeah.
high.
5 and
Is it
4.
Fuego? 3d6. He totals up 15 there. Nice.
If you guys want to help with this thing at all, I'm doing most of the work.
For the guy who's never played, you totally get it. Like, you've been secretly listening to this show, right?
I've never heard it in my life, but it's just like a video game, a puzzle.
That's the
Killing.
thing about Dungeons and Dragons that most people don't know is, that, like, if you're playing video games, that it's all based on
Right, except
the
instead of a
same-
computer, it's some
Video-
Mormon.
Yeah.
It's a Mormon, a Mormon.
Ex-Mormon.
No, that's the twist about Sark. Is
It's also
he's been working the whole time.
Yeah, man.
He converted us all.
Where would how could I come up with fucked up shit if I didn't have a really fucking weird background?
I didn't go home to my sky temple.
Okay, yeah. So Bart shakes off the last of his flame breath, and then you just wade in and you start chopping at this thing like it's a tree.
Yeah.
And you actually knock it back a step, which gives Mildred the opportunity to
Not
take an
blow
action.
it.
I hit it last
Just,
time. You
let
just
it-
hit
let
the
it
softened
roll.
area that I
Really?
hit.
When can I come running
It
in?
hit this thing. I missed again.
It did hit the pen.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Yeah,
a that's
totally
a reroll.
hit the pen.
That's a reroll. Then I'm
yeah,
down.
that's our
Hit the
rule.
pen. Hit the pen.
Okay.
Move
Dave's
the
on
10.
board. Here we go.
16.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
It almost always works out when you hit the
I'm running back in.
So 9.
3d6 with what's your sword?
It's a two-handed sword. So
Two-handed
it's 3d6 on a large
And you
guy.
dealt 9 more damage. All right, you guys are doing significant damage here.
Thanks.
13,
We appreciate your support.
9. I like cool shit. All right, Sir Richard's waving some.
Well, now
heavy
that
ass
the box
dice
is
right
out
now.
of the room, I'd like to
I
come
wish a
strolling in with
a
my
Marth.
sword.
whoever that is.
11.
Sir Richard charges back into the room, but and you deals a mighty blow, but it ricochets off the surface of the robot.
right.
Jerry rolled a 9 here.
Take that back to Charlemagne and talk to him about it.
Damien, completing chant, right?
Yeah, still.
All right, so this is your
only
second
one.
round of
Okay,
casting.
cool.
So at the end of this round, it goes into effect.
Okay, let's take a break before we get to the robot.
All right.
Oh, Blackie throw anything? He's in the room now. Oh, no, he's not. Yeah.
You see, he's buzzing around outside the window, but the finer points of his actions you can't tell from out
Okay,
here. so.
let's take a quick break. We're back.
All right, so the you guys have dealt some pretty serious damage. This bot takes its shot. God, I'm fucking money.
Uh-oh.
Take me to Vegas,
Oh,
man.
no. I see a 2
All right.
and I see 0.
So it takes another. So a 20, Dave. If you roll the max, you or whoever rolls it on an attack gets double the damage. So it's like super good. And a 1 is like you fucked up and you might actually hurt yourself.
Okay.
So this was really good. It's swinging at Mildred because it's still sort of target acquired there.
And it's a misogynist.
Yeah, this time
Most robots are.
you're unable to dodge it. You see the blow coming, and you do what you can to sort of to get out of the way, but you are unable to avoid it this time. So, oh man, and your guys. Well, damage is all lower now anyway. So.
Because our hit points are lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. We switched to second, so everyone's hit points dropped, but so does damage output on everything, so it's all relative. But this is a 20-foot hammer fist
Right.
coming straight down on you.
Put that pillow up.
All right, so it is
Maybe
doing,
it's a magic pillow.
yeah,
don't know.
2d12.
It's a
Okay.
Wow.
What the-
fucked up.
That's a reroll because it hit the
yeah,
pin.
it did. It really
Why did that
wandered.
roll like 2 feet? That was weird.
It wandered. It was creepy. It was like walking.
yeah, it was a
All
little
right,
weird.
all right, I'm gonna try it again. Whoa, it's getting. I don't know. It
That
keeps
die-
hitting
that
shit.
die
Is the
is
table
weird.
sloping? There we go.
He just rolled it 3 times and he got a 12 on the third. So
All right,
Okay.
that's a 12.
I'm okay. It'll be okay.
No, it's hitting shit. We don't have our box. And a
3.
3. That was a clean one, too. All right.
Is that 30 points of damage?
15.
No. Just 2d12. So that was a 12 and a 3
Oh,
I
I
rolled.
thought
So
we
you
were
do
doubling,
15. I think Mildred has 30 plus hit point.
35, so
Yeah.
I'm at 20 now.
It was good,
All right.
good 40% of the hit points there. But that's, you go to dive out of the way, but it catches your leg as it brings its fist straight down. You guys feel the floor shake, and you see Mildred take a pretty serious shot. Sir Richard.
I'm fucking ending this.
All right.
For Glenishmore, I give a big yell.
All right.
Here comes the-
went
here
off the
comes-
table.
Yeah, well, that's classic Glenishmore right there.
Yeah, he just fell off his stool in a pub.
Jerry for
Glenish
Glenishmore,
Clank.
and Jerry rolled a 5, so it wasn't the fatality he wanted
done.
it to be. But you deal another. You swing it. I mean, you're not making a fool of yourself. You're
Well,
hacking away at this thing,
It's
but
just like an Irish guy to go in there all screaming blustery and then just nothing.
It's going to be weird if we're all dead and Dave is the guy who's standing.
He survives.
He survives.
I mean, I don't see this going any other way right now. Because you guys are just fucking around and Mumbly over here is not doing anything but looking for his pants.
all right, Damien. I see a note being written.
I chant.
Well, his
I
chant
chant-
is complete now.
Yeah, he's on to something else now.
Command spell, and I say "suck your own dick" to Dave.
And
I don't want that.
And
to be
you
the
know
last
what?
thing I say.
And Dragon just smiles and winks and goes, "You bet."
There's a note inbound, I see.
So what's happening with my my chanting? Is that affecting?
Yeah, your chant is complete. So he's currently under a. We didn't. You know what? We didn't double your damage for the 20.
No, that's what I was saying.
That's what you're saying. We thought the 2d12.
Oh.
No, that's why I said
No,
she
no,
just
no.
took
Yeah,
30
yeah,
hit
you're
points
right.
of damage.
30.
Yeah, I'm
so-
sorry.
Oof.
Okay, that's much worse. That's
I'm sorry.
much worse.
No, he was a 2d12 shot, and then it was doubled. So yeah.
Well, all right, wait a second. Let's rewind this then, because I would not have swung on the
I'm
creature.
still upright, so I'll just get out of here now, though.
I was going to say I would like pull her back.
I
and
can
then,
walk.
As
still,
I'm doing
so-
that,
Yeah.
though, do a heal. I can put some hit points back on.
Well,
It's my round.
yeah.
I
Would
wouldn't
you
have
heal
run.
instead of
Yes,
attack?
if I saw someone take, this is now 90% of their damage.
I don't know. Let's not. It's fine. It's fine. Just let's assume I got out of there. Then you can.
All right.
I'll bind. Do we do wound binding or anything like that? But is it?
Oh, no, only if I remember right, that's only if you go
That's
below.
only if you fall
Okay.
below.
So I'll
Yeah.
just back out of the room.
Okay.
I'll look for your pants.
From now on, that's a way to say you're withdrawing. Is I'm on a quest for
Retreat.
pants.
God damn it! I was totally role playing by looking for my.
I understand.
I'm going to cast my out of room
So
spell.
you can do that, but you can't do anything big in the meantime because it takes
Sayonara.
concentration. So you pretty much all you can do is walk. So you're basically like a slow retreat, starting now for 5 rounds.
Wow.
You know what? I might do the opposite and try to inflict on the.
But it's going to be a 5-round
But still,
cast,
no
and
matter
everyone's
what.
evacuating. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you might just leave the room.
Okay.
I mean, look, do what you're best at.
Well, no, I'm going to do what I originally. I'm going to start chanting.
Okay, cool.
As we're
More chanting.
retreating.
Cool.
All right. So Damien,
I'm a fucking priest. That's what I do.
You know, it's great. It's really helpful.
Damien slowly. You can see that he's chewing on something. He's working on something, and he starts to slowly, sort of tactically back out.
I'm swinging then. I mean, I know it's not my turn, but like, this is not.
Well, I'm gonna. Do I fire again?
Yeah. So we're back to Bart right now.
Yeah, you swing with your sword.
Sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
you've no more fire.
If
yet.
nothing else, that's good because it takes. If you're getting Mildred out of there, then Bart's sort of acting as the distraction.
Well,
like,
she's getting
bring
herself
it in.
out of there.
Right,
I'm just
right.
gonna now. I'm more committed to the idea of disabling this thing, whereas before I think we were running.
Okay, so here comes the D20 roll from Bart.
18.
There you go,
It's hot.
rolling hot.
Beginner's rolls.
All right, so give it that's a hit. So he connects.
3d6.
Ugh. 6.
6. All right, so that's 6 more points. Every little bit counts. It definitely, and with that shot, definitely the thing's attention turns to you.
Oh, good. Because you
Even though,
guys haven't been doing dick, so.
Even though I'm casting,
I've hit it like every time.
can we check how my
Come on,
original
Bart.
chant is? If did that hit?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
It's on it. Yep.
Okay.
So it's suffering the penalties from your
Okay.
from your cast.
Hear that shit, motherfucker?
No, good job, Mumbles.
Suffering the penalty.
All right, Mildred, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I have to get into the
Yeah.
other room, I think.
All right, so Mildred rolls to her feet and springs through the door. You
'Cause
can
this
get
is-
clear back to
This is a big second edition difference is that we can no longer heal ourselves with healing surges.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I like. It makes the priests and the paladins that much more valuable.
More realistic.
It's more like Mork.
I also hated that in World of Warcraft. Felt like they diluted the classes a little bit. Whatever. As you move into the bridge and across the room, you can see outside. You see the skiff sort of floating around out there, and you see it actually dip out of sight. But you do see Blackie flying the thing around out there. You're not sure what he's up to, but you move back. You see where Sir Richard had left the chest right on the edge of the teleporting room.
Okay.
Sir Richard. 18. There we
Yeah.
go. Glenishmore finally
Here we go.
putting the dukes up. There's a 4, a 3, and a 6. 13.
Wow.
Hey, welcome to the party. It's been all dragon so far.
It's going to be great. You go home and your wife's like, "What is going on with you? You're painting lead figurines." Like, it'd be
I'm
great
not
if
going to
this.
tell her a word about this. This is worse than visiting a prostitute.
We have some reading materials for you to take home.
Yeah.
All right.
Just take our literature. Don't just make a decision tonight.
You don't have to. Yeah.
You're still you're still chanting, praying to Judas.
Yes.
Okay. So you move out of the room, so you're safe from getting clipped and disrupting your spell.
My character just winked at Dave too.
Oh, man, you know what? I'm used to it. My character's used to it.
The 2 knives that I recovered from the trunk, do they? I'm maybe going to switch from the big sword to that.
Okay.
Try and jam them down into
on the
the
next-
the hole.
The next attack.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the bot, distracted by how much damage Bart is doing to it, spins its attention around, and its feet don't move. It just like swivel. This is like a swivel hip. It's like
Careful of those arms.
It's like a Jules Verne robot. And he takes a shot at Bart. He
Bring it.
rolls
Bring it, coward.
an 11, which what's well.
his
Can,
armor class is a level 3 fighter, right? With
some pretty pimp ass armor. Ken
Yeah.
sent me a screen grab of his character sheet here.
Probably close to mine because I have the shields.
Where'd he go?
Screen grab.
Blaine.
I'm going to use my screen grab.
Any of you guys see the Carrie remake while he's looking up?
No, I don't. I'm not interested. Is that wrong?
No, I mean the original is one of my all-time faves.
Yeah, it's great.
It's up there. Yeah, I mean, and I know that book backwards and forwards, and it's cool. That really great performances. Like when you hear the casting,
Yeah.
you're like, no, Julianne Moore would be fucking awesome as the mom, and she was.
Yeah.
And then what's her name is fucking adorable. But Sarah, you thought maybe too cute.
Well, I just think, I mean, I feel like part of her, maybe that you said that they moused her up or whatever, you
Yeah.
know, but Chloe.
But still, like in any movie where it's the hot girl playing the mousy
Right,
girl.
right.
Like,
Because she's
like,
not
how
just
does
cute.
not
I feel like
everybody-
she's like
yeah.
gorgeous.
yeah.
But she's a great actress, I think. So, you know, she probably.
So
It's good, but and gory, but not.
it didn't hit hard enough in the end. It set it up so good. You hated those chicks that that
Yeah.
picked on her so bad. And when she finally goes off, for a second it looked like it was about to be like Akira status vengeance, and then it just didn't.
Did you react like to the violence in the theater? Because
Yeah.
and were
I
you
clapped
were you
and
alone?
laughed and
Were you
cheered and
with your lady?
masturbated.
Were you with your lady?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I was alone. And I reacted the way I normally react to horror
okay.
films. And I did the
Psychopath.
shit that so I laughed at inappropriate moments.
Did a security guard come in and shine a flashlight in your face?
Yeah, and I did the Cape Fear clap. And yeah. No, but I just felt bad. Like a couple of times I reacted the way I do, and then I was like, oh, those poor people must think I'm a fucking creep
Yeah, I wanted her to really go off.
by myself applauding carnage.
I mean, I wouldn't say they think you're a creep. At that point, I would say they know you're a creep.
Yeah, seems more accurate.
Okay, let's back to the game.
Yeah, let's do this. So the bot takes a huge swing at Bart, but you just like shoulder into it, and it basically bounces off of your armor.
What up, robot?
It's unable to.
Nice
connect.
try.
All right, which brings us to the next round. So you guys can continue the attack, or you can retreat.
I don't think we're getting.
We don't have anywhere to retreat to at the moment. We can teleport away if we had to, but there's no way to get.
Right?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
My guys, one is, where do we see Blaine? Is Blaine out of the room? I mean, if I went out of the room when
last round you managed, while you were casting, you managed to get far enough to be able to see, but when you got out there, you didn't see him anymore.
The priest might, there's I'm wounded, so I'm out there wounded.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to help you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you that, but
yeah.
Oh,
it's a work in
man,
progress.
You really are like.
Yeah, he's not
It's really secretive.
All right, so I guess I'm just there.
well, he doesn't
I'm gonna
know
try and
you,
I'm
but
gonna
he's
try
going
and
to
keep
help
this.
you.
I'm gonna try and keep this thing in the room with Bart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We're
That's
still
rolling.
We're
That's
still
my
on
roll.
combat round though.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
No,
It's
it's Bart's turn.
I'm keeping that roll.
Jesus, you're overly aggressive.
That's a good
All right.
roll.
All right, still slugging.
Still slugging.
Bart's going toe to toe with this thing.
I'm concerned about this roll.
20-foot robot.
It's stopped by the wire.
Yeah, it did
but
hit the wire. That's a reroll.
Yeah,
Should I
reroll.
re-roll it? 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Yep.
It always pays
All right,
off.
so then these 3 dice there, Dave, that'll be your damage.
4, 3, 2.
4, 7, 9. Okay, another good shot. All right, with that, so let me add this up. All right, with that shot, the arm, you basically, you guys were trading blows like in that Liam Neeson punching movie. What was that? Not Taken, but the old one.
I think it was actually called the Liam Neeson punching movie.
I forget what it is.
Steel
It's a
Blue.
documentary.
He's the boxer, the bare knuckle boxer. Remember
Oh,
that?
God, I remember
It's got an
that.
epic fight
I
scene.
know what you're talking about. but-
Yeah.
Anyway, that's essentially what you guys are doing. Like, it swung at you, and you like shouldered it off, and you swung back at it, and you actually see it almost like it's learning. It tries to match that move, but you cut into its arm so deep that the arm actually just like swings like a pendulum. Like you
Right.
basically knocked one arm.
I know a guy like that in high school.
One arm dead.
ATV accident.
Oof.
Mildred stepped out of the room real quick, but so we'll go to Gerry. You rolled this die like 3 days ago.
No,
You're gonna keep it.
here's the thing.
Let's go to the table though.
Wait.
Should he
Here's
keep
the
that
thing.
roll? Or?
We initially the combat round started over here and then went around.
Okay.
So he jumped you both jumped.
I don't know about that.
No, that's not true.
I don't know about
I made it, its arm's not functioning.
Yes, I do want to keep it.
Nice.
It's got,
All right,
it's got a hangy, as we call it in the business.
5, 4, 6.
Boom.
Since those were
Suck
so good, we're letting Gerry keep a roll that he made way out of turn.
Holy a bunch
one
of
out of
bullshit.
10. Way.
He was
Way out of
eager.
turn.
He was eager.
11, 4.
You
That was a
know-
mighty roll. That
You
was
know
a mighty roll.
the dumb kid's always eager and he does stuff too soon.
Jerry's like
Let him
leaning
keep
back
it.
triumphantly in his chair right
Yeah,
now.
he was
Keep
getting
it.
heated.
Hands behind his head.
All right, so yeah, okay, so you
That was what Chewbacca did
Yeah,
after
he shouted helping when he rolled. The dumb kid.
you seeing that the arm goes down. You shift your attack to its legs to try and immobilize it. You take a huge slight, like bits of metal and stone shatter out the back of its leg as you slice into it. It's not like keeling over, but definitely you cut it deep. All right, so we'll go back to Mildred because we skipped you.
And that's why I told you what I was doing. I was just waiting to be healed. I mean, really,
sorry.
I was, yeah.
Okay.
She's just laying on
So
the
you're
floor.
kicking it, yeah.
We'll join you
Essentially.
momentarily.
And your cat.
Yeah, it's the second or third now.
This is second.
Okay.
Okay, so the robot now off balance and badly injured. It takes another shot at Bart. It wants a piece of the Dragonborn,
Bring it.
and it rolls a 1. which is a botch. So that's the polar opposite of a 20. That means that it really fucked up. And at best, it's going to...
We've had characters die from botching. Didn't we have somebody...
Chris Martin died from a botch. He punched himself in the head with...
And I was running with a sword once, and I landed on my sword, right?
I think I healed you, but you did die.
Yeah.
I slid into a zombie horde and sliced my own leg open and awoke to a zombie suckling on my knee.
A zombie whore?
Horde.
Oh, shit. A 98.
Oh, no fucking way.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
No, I just
Did
rolled
he
a
murder
98.
himself?
Yeah.
He killed himself.
Well, that's why
The last blow that Sir Richard dealt
don't fuck
him.
with me.
Yeah.
So that's really crazy what he
Don't
just
fuck
rolled.
with me!
All right, so we got to make this give credit where it's due here.
The dice.
Yeah, the robot takes a huge swing at Bart, and Bart's seeing what's about to happen.
That's right.
You step into the swing, it passes, it just whiffs right over your
Let's
head.
also remember I chanted dismantle.
But you already knowing what's about to happen, you just turn your back and you just walk away like a fucking hero.
Does my cape unfurl?
Yeah. So the robot takes a swing at you, and the fist ends up like the mechanism that you chopped in its leg and waist area. You just hear it just grind loose, and the weight of the swing just spins the torso around, and the whole thing. He like punches into the wall behind him, basically like a spinning, like a busted kid's toy. And you hear the gears grinding as it lodges in punch motion, and it just goes, and then smoke starts coming out of it. It's still clearly trying to punch, but it can't. And eventually, the middle section just blows out a bunch of smoke, and then collapses in a pile of metal and stone.
And then I say my catchphrase.
What's your catchphrase?
Drag out.
Boo.
That's it, man.
I don't think
It's the
Ken
first
would
draft.
approve.
I have some notes.
All right. So you guys are now. That was 1, 2, 3. We can speed up time now. A few rounds later, and you wouldn't even be able to. You wouldn't even put this together if you hadn't sort of seen glimpses of it. But a few rounds later, Damien looks up as if he like it was just waking from sort of a lucid dream, and your wounds feel better.
Completely?
No, we got to roll.
I will also lay on hands.
How much does that?
You got to roll. It's
like a
roll.
D6
It's
per
a D6.
level, right? Something like that, if I remember right.
That's right. That's right.
Cure light wounds.
Yeah, no, 1d8.
Okay. 1d8. All right. So you feel 1d8 better. We'll roll it here. And then you're doing the same, Jerry?
Yes. What level am I?
You
5?
are...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel 10 points better.
Good. So I got 8.
10 from you.
Yes.
Yeah, 10, and then here's
6.
Damien's, so 16 points.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
All right, outside the sky, you can't see the
Oh, wait, per
stars.
level?
No, it's different for you than it is for me.
Priest causes.
No, it's you're right.
Yeah, it's just
This is
1d8.
Okay.
I can't roll. I can only heal 2 points per level for anyone.
You'll get
following
more
along in second
advanced
edition.
cure spells as you go up levels, but for now, looking out the window now, as you guys hustle back towards where the chest is sitting, you can't see the stars anymore. It looks like a sunset almost, like the sky is lightening as you guys approach the star. You can't see Blackie out there. You're not sure where he's flying the ship at, but he's not visible right now. You guys have limited options at the moment, but
Can we go to where the opening
Yeah,
is?
let's
and
go to
sort
where
of,
the dock-
flag him down, sort of?
Let's warp to the dock, right? Warp
Well-
to the
yeah,
dock.
so he can't see you through the window because the windows are like one way.
I understand. Yeah, but can we go to where that opening is and
yeah.
maybe
I mean, the only
stand on
hope
each other's shoulders?
there's no porthole at that opening.
Right, it's a big hatch.
So
I have produce flame. Can I make sort of a beacon?
Through the glass. So
No, I guess not. No, I thought there was actually an opening.
no.
We could go back to the area that we said we were going to do this originally from, where he descended. He was going to like bring the ship down, right?
That's where I thought we were.
No.
No, so the problem with that is here you have potentially a place he could dock and you could just walk in. The other place he's going to have to blow it out and break the seal. So you're going to have this awkward sort of Event Horizon or 2001 got to get through the vacuum of space moment.
So no one with spells has anything that can like send a message or create an illusion, write something out.
No, I mean you could you could use the fire as a signal through the window. Perhaps he'd see that, but I don't know if you know what you're signaling.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If we'd have to be able to tell him there's a port, that we're going to a different.
He must be trying to get a hold of us too.
Right. Yeah. How do you? The question is, how do you signal to him the location of the airlock when the only way to open the airlock is when you're down there?
I want to warp to the airlock really quick and just see something.
Okay. So like while you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have about 52 minutes left before you burn up. But as you guys start pinging back and forth and you experiment with the panels that these guys sort of worked out earlier, you realize you can't get the chest. It's like personal belongings, and a couple experiments with it reveal that you could shuttle the books down, but the chest is too big to travel through the.
Okay.
So
let's make sure that the star chart is on a body. I've got the 2 daggers. You've got the cape, or the robe, rather.
Excuse me, it's a robe. It's a short robe. It's purple.
Well, hello. What have we here?
It's like kimono, right?
It's a robe of Lando speak.
It's like Lando's robe, but with shoulders and a hood.
Why don't you say, what do we have here? Save that until I'm just walking around only in the robe. You know what I mean?
It's free and breezy.
And then I
down
open
there.
it up and I go, here's my spell, and I wink at you.
All right. So
why
what's
does that Dragonborn have a step?
What's the plan? I take it you're shuttling books down.
I need to look at that.
Yeah.
Can we open?
Oh yeah. So you're down there.
Yes. Can we open the airlock?
I'll describe the room to you. So the room that you teleport to that these guys found. It's a matching room.
Yeah.
The only difference being there's not doors in. Instead, it's the floor panels, and on the wall, almost it looks like a bank vault, is a big hatch. So you're not sure if space is outside that. Most likely not, because that's not how an airlock would work. There'd be another hatch,
right?
But you haven't seen past that yet.
All right, so we should open. We
need to open up that hatch.
Open the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lean on this. It's big, literally like a bank vault, big, like wheel. It smoothly operates though, and as you lean on the door, you can feel the weight of it, but it just like well-oiled hinges. It just sort of glides open, and you're staring into the other end of what's clearly an airlock. So there's like a small room, no floor panels or anything, and in the wall there is a matching door, like a matching hatch.
Match hatch.
Meaning most likely now outside that hatch is space, yeah.
And there's no like porthole or
no porthole or
okay,
suits or anything like that.
How do we open? I was gonna say we could put something in the airlock and then open the airlock and release that into space like a rope, but there's no way to open the airlock.
If you could get that door open, which is going to be hard. A lot of times there's like safeguards, but if you could get the outer door open, Blackie could see that.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm thinking. Because
Yeah.
if we tie a rope or something inside and then just let the rope kind of fly out into space.
I was even thinking of doing a shot with the gauntlet to just show them where we were.
Oh yeah, that would work too. But I mean, so if we tied you down and opened the airlock and you put your helmet on,
the helmet.
would we have enough time for him to do that and then?
What about my water helmet? Is that at all useful?
It's going to help, yeah. It'll give you an extra couple of, a little, I mean.
Or are you just gonna like decompress and like immediately be dead?
Well, you won't explode. I mean, you still have it. This is just going off my limited understanding of what would happen in space. I actually recently watched a video on this just for this, and you survive longer.
You have a long time. Your saliva boils out of your mouth. And
you
your
freeze
eyes.
and you dry. You desiccate. So you have like you can survive like 20, 30 seconds, something like that.
That might be
and you
enough
expel the air out of your lungs to keep your lungs from
But I'm
exploding.
going to have the helmet on.
I'm going to have the helmet on, too.
Certainly don't want to
only one
get blown out when the air evacuates.
I need you on the other side to pull me in with, because we both have the strongest, I guess, are you too.
I've
But you know.
Why don't we just tie? Can we just tie you down?
Yeah, we're gonna tie off in a safe way around the shoulders so I don't get cut in half.
Yeah.
We should call it though, right? Before or what do you think?
All right, yeah.
I love this.
Hey, while I'm preparing though to go out and signal him, which he better see it.
That would be the best.
The rest of you guys should bring down all the books because those books could change
all
everything.
this and Blackie's in and out like double scare the fries. Animal
It's
style.
like Argyle and Die Hard. He's like laughing on his phone, and I'm in the background.
Argyle? You mean Argyle?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Stargirl.
Oh shit.
Anything to plug?
Just
for
my podcast, The Dollop, my other podcast, Walk in the Room, and my album, which is called Shame Chamber.
Thanks, Dave, for doing this, man. You were fucking awesome at it.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be meaner. You actually played. It was fun.
You clutched it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
you
beat
did
up
some
the
shit. Yeah. And you didn't kill Ken's character.
Ken said you did me right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
What about us? When's 19 Deadpool come out?
November 13th, and then the hardcover for Last Christmas is November 20th. And
that's got some extra stuff that Rick Remender, our buddy.
Yeah, a lot of extra stuff in that. Nice.
I think we wrote a funny note. No, Mrs. Claus wrote a funny note.
That's true. Mrs. Claus did write a note about the naughty gentleman that made the book.
That's it. I've got episode of Community coming up. I think at this point probably next week, and then go to brianposehn.com for live dates. But off the top of my head, I think I'll be in Peoria when this airs.
Last Christmas should be a movie. That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Hollywood said nope.
Hollywood,
thank you.
Hollywood's super into
Make it a web series. Let's make a web series. We'll talk after we get off this.
Yeah. So this weekend, I'm sorry, I'll be at Deja Vu, and it's not the men.
Is that
Gentlemen's
Club? Are you
No, it's not the Gentlemen's Club. I'm the one ugly chick. Or what do they have? 3 ugly chicks to sign? 100 hot women, 3 ugly chicks.
Brian Posehn to the main stage.
I'm actually 3 ugly chicks.
Devon to the champagne room.
Yeah.
Look at the tits on that one.
Columbia, Missouri. Anyway. Thanks for listening. Thanks again, Dave. And before we go, we'll open this next week and we'll show pictures. But we got a crazy gift. Jeff Chafee. He wrote Chafee or whatever, but that's he told us how to pronounce it. Chafee. He sent us this box.
Holy shit.
It's insane. We'll take pictures of the box, and inside he's made little...
Are those...
they're figures.
Figurines?
Yes.
Holy
and he painted
shit.
figures for all of our characters.
That's amazing.
Amon Amarth was still among the living when he crafted this for us. But we'll show pictures of all that. And Jeff wanted to thank the guy who got him into DMing is Travis Thomas, and the gaming store is Gaming Grounds in Akron, Ohio. That's who helped him.
That's a wood.
Figures.
Yeah,
that's
a wood
box
with fucking cool shit glued on it.
Yeah,
it looks like something you would find in a game. That's great. That's really cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jeff. And then we had one other. Our donor shout out we didn't do yet. It's Steve Gregg. Thanks, Steve, and you'll get a little thing from us in the mail soon. Thanks everybody.
Do we get to write on
Steve.
something for Steve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Bye.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolf Radio.